All right. So make sure that you have your cans or desired weights handy today. And then we're going to start in the standing position. Okay, so you can either keep your hands on the chair or not. We're going to start with a sway of the hips. So we're going to move side to side. So if I were using the chair, I might allow my hips to kind of drift back behind my feet and just swing like a pendulum side to side. Good. Walk your feet up close. We're going to stay in parallel and then come up onto 10 toes and then control down through the heels. And again, up onto 10 toes, down through the heels, up onto 10 toes, down through the heels. Three more times. Good. And then I want you to step on one foot, pull the opposite heel into the glute so that your knee is pointing straight down. So we're thinking squeeze of the hamstring, 2, 3, and down. 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 Good. One more each side. Good. And then I want you to widen the feet a little more than the hips. You're going to glide one hand down on the side body as you reach the other arm up to the ceiling. If you want to turn and look at it, that's great. Back to center, glide the other arm down. Little side body stretch, a little turn of the head. Back to center, again the other way. Back to center, the other way. And then making sure you have some room. I want you to swing one arm forward, the other back. And then just keep like soft knees here, allow a little swish. And then if it feels okay, allow your body to also rotate with you. So you're looking over the shoulder in each direction. Good. And then we're going to stand, wrap the fingers around the ribs. You're going to keep the hips still. I would soften these a little bit to make sure you're not locking out. And we're going to glide like a typewriter here, side to side. Just trying to get a little gentle mobility in the mid back and top of the lumbar. Good. And then maybe even take it into a circle here. It's not huge. You're just going to feel sort of like a weeble wobble. And then the other way. Good. All right. Let's come into just a gentle march. We're going to find our place. You have the option to put your hands on the seat as we do single legs. Okay. So planting the feet underneath the hip, standing up really tall. One hand goes onto the chair if you like, or onto a wall, and you're going to kick straight out to the side. You can also choose to make this a bit of a balance exercise. You have the option if you want to make this more challenging to come up and give yourself a little pulse, 2, 3, and then down. Pulse, 2, 3, and down. Pulse, 2, 3, and down. Pulse, 2, 3, and down. 2, 3, and down. Two more. Okay. Then I want you to swing your leg forward and then back. Nice and smooth. Forward. Might want to keep a hand on your hip as a little accountability buddy to make sure that you're not kind of rocking your hips all over. And then if it feels okay, again, I'm going to invite you to give a little pulse. So you're going to go pulse, pulse, forward, pulse, pulse, backward. Sorry, it was three before, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, and then back, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. And I think it's always so amazing when we do this. It feels like the work that's we're doing is in the leg that's moving, but in reality, your supporting leg is doing a heck of a lot to counter the movement of the other leg. One more time. And then we're going to take that leg and we're going to circle it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And then let's roll through the feet a little bit, kind of shake it out. And then we're gonna do the inside leg. So we're gonna stand again really tall, keeping the hips square, and you're gonna just drag that inside leg across and then back. And let's add that pulse if it feels good. 3, 2, 1, and back. Squeeze and cross. 3, 2, 1, and back. Keep standing tall. 3, 2, 1, and back. Go 4 more times. In general, we're trying to do about 10 or so. Good. And then bring it back in. Okay. We're gonna again do that little kind of jog through the feet, just making sure we haven't, we're keeping the blood flowing to the ankles. Right. And then I'm gonna have you just go ahead and turn yourself around or switch to the other side. So lifting up tall through the inside leg, the outside leg kicks forward and then back. And then forward while your hip stays really still and back. I'm realizing I went here in front instead of the side kicks. I promise I won't forget those. Okay, if you want, you can go 3, 2, 1 forward, 3, 2, 1 backwards, 3, 2, 1 pulsing forward, 3, 2, 1 pulsing back, 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep raising the ceiling up with the top of your skull. Good. One more time. Okay. Standing up still through that supporting leg, we're going to kick to the outside. If you want to add intensity here, again, you have the option to pulse 3, 2, 1, and down. Keep standing tall. 3, 2, 1, and down. Make sure you're breathing. Good. 3 more. Last one. Okay, we're going to circle that leg. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And then plant your feet and we're going to roll through. Okay, standing up on that outside leg now. Draw up really tall, top of the head into the sky, and we're going to cross. Trying to keep those hips really even. If it feels okay, we're going to add that pulse. 3, 2, 1, and then back. Keep lifting, crown of the head to the sky. Keep breathing. 3 more. And 9. And 10. Okay, let's plant those feet, take it wide. We'll use this moment to take a little roll down here. So chin to the chest, upper body rounds forward. I want you to tuck your tail underneath you and try to keep it under you as long as you can. So you're trying to come into that sensation of a good stretch in the lumbar spine and just stop when you have it. That maybe, part of the way down, maybe a little bit further. If you reach a point at which you have to kind of kick your pelvis out, that's okay too. Just remember that when you come back, so sit over at the bottom, and then exhale, roll back up. I want you to tuck your tail under as soon as you can. So we're trying to right the pelvis first, roll up through the spine, and then the head is last. And let's do that again, planting all 10 toes, soft knees, tail is under you. You're rounding up the upper back, rounding the middle back, feeling that pull in the lumbar, and then just continuing to your comfort and what feels useful. And then take a sip of air at the bottom, and then exhale your way up. At the top, I want you to actively push your left foot into the ground. At the same time, you're going to actively reach your right arm away. So we're going to make almost like an X kind of diagonal shape. So you're not going to see very much, but actively push the left foot and the right hand. So it's like you're getting length across the diagonal of your body, and then release it in. Let's add an inhale to this. So we're going to inhale, reach and push the floor away, almost like you're trying to reach into a high shelf, and then bring it back into your center. One more time, lengthen that whole diagonal line from the floor to the corner where the wall hits the ceiling. And back in, take a little swing through your middle. Good. And then we'll do the other side. Your right foot plants into the ground. You're pushing the floor away, lengthening up through the arms, almost as if you could push the floor down, and then release it, adding the breath. Inhale, find that long diagonal, fingertips to toes. Hopefully your middle, you can feel that kind of reach, and then back in. Last one. Release it, and then again, we're going to take a sweep, 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 sweep. Good. Turn towards your chair. You're going to choose either your hands on the back or your forearms on the back. You can also do this with your hands on the seat itself. We're just going to do some donkey kicks. Okay, 10 on each side. Feet are squared under the hips and the knees are slightly bent. You're going to kick one leg up, squeeze the glute on that side. 2, 3. Try to think about keeping your pelvis still, and you're just moving the leg bone. Good, 4 more. And at the top, give me 6 pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to put that foot down. Nice wide stance. Give ourselves a little rest. We're going to sweep like a big hula hoop around. Good. Big hula hoop the other way. Great. Right back into it. Feet under the hips, soft knees, and we're going to kick the other side. Here we go. Heel goes up. Squeeze the glute. Keep your hips as square as you can. We're halfway through there. 5. Keep that squeeze going. 4. Remember, we're going to pulse at the end. 3, 2. And as we come up, we're going to lift and we pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it down. Great. All right, let's set up and seated with your weights. Okay, so we're going to start. Try to move here. And I want you to plant your feet into the ground, palms up with your selected weights in your hands. And you're just gonna offer them to me and bring them back. So your chest is lifted, your spine is still, your feet are trying to grab the floor. Okay? We would call this serve a tray if we were on a reformer. Make sure to keep breathing. And then you're gonna add offering to your serve a tray. So you're gonna serve your tray and then offer whatever you've got by opening and then closing the arms and then bring them back. Serve and reach, open, back, and in. Serve and reach, open, back, and in. Serve and reach, open, back, and in. 2 more. Okay. And then you're going to reach your arms straight forward. Keep your spine tall. We're going to draw 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then circles the other way. Great. Bring those hands over the shoulders, and we're going to overhead press the cans and then bring them back down. Spine is still super tall. Try to really find an anchoring in your sitting bones. 3 more. Okay, and then you're going to press up. I want you to bring one arm down and then bring it back. Other arm down and bring it back. Okay, so you're alternating. Now that adds up. Nice. One more each side. Good. And then you're going to reach your arms all the way down. Okay. Let your palms face forward and your hands down. We're going to do a little bicep curl and then reach right up. Bring the hands back to the shoulders and then unfold. So bend, reach up, shoulders down. Bend, reach up, shoulders down. Bend, reach up, shoulders down. 3 more. Bend, reach up, shoulders down. 2 more. Bend, reach up, shoulders down. Last one. Bend, reach up, shoulders down. Good. We're going to pull the cans right in front. I want you to open up like chicken wings and then down. Okay, we're going to add our push. So you open up your chicken wings, you're going to push out like a rolling pin, bring it back in, close your chicken wings. Open chicken wings. Push the rolling pin, bring it back and down. Chicken wings, reach, back, down. Chicken wings, reach, back, down. 2 more. Chicken wings, reach, back, down. Last one. Chicken wings, reach, back, and down. Finally, turn the palms up, keep the elbows close, and we're just going to open at the bottom here. So keeping it really close to your body. Just pay attention to the very top of your arm bone where it meets your shoulder. You should feel a gentle rotating out and then back to neutral. And we'll take 3 more of these. Good. All right, you're welcome to keep your weights or discard them. We're going to do a little bit of core and the weight's just out a little bit, so you're welcome to do without it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is cross, hold the weights at the collarbones. We're going to work on that rounded like C curve back for our abs. So your pelvis tucks under you, your feet are staying planted, and then to come back, we pick the pelvis up, right? So you're feeling that kind of rocking sensation, rock behind the sitting bones. Yep. But then to come up, you want to lead pubic bone down and then come up. Yep. So we're rounding, 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 and then straightening up. Okay. Good. Feel free to stay just with the forward and backward motion. If it feels okay in your body, next time you roll down, you're going to add a little twist and look over your shoulder and then back to center and come up. Yep. Rolling back and then twist, look over the other shoulder, back to center. Sit up tall, tuck and roll back, twist, bring it back, tuck and roll and then twist, bring it back, tuck and roll and then twist, bring it back. Tuck and roll and then twist. Good. Now, option again, with or without weights, you're going to roll back and hold. Okay, so you're giving your biggest tuck that you can find. And then I want you to just open one arm out to the side and then back in. Other arm out to the side and back in. Keep the breath going. And two, two, one, and one. Sitting up tall. Raise the arms up a little bit higher than your shoulders. We're no longer tucking the tail. This is now your flat back abdominals. So imagine, I would give a little glute squeeze and then imagine that you're just opening a hinge, like you're a Barbie doll here, kind of hinging back at the hip. And then you don't need to touch the chair. You don't have to aim for the chair. I just want you to lean back enough that you feel that your core is having to work and then stabilize yourself back up. Great. Yep. A gentle lean to where you feel some challenge. And then maybe take a second and get a little taller in that place and then bring that taller version back up. Yeah, good. Two more. And last one. Great. All right. Let's straighten one leg out in front, and I want you to point and flex at the ankle, making sure our ankles are staying warm, and then we're going to circle around 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then put that foot back, other leg out, point and flex. Okay, and then we circle 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Option to bring the weights with you or keep them on the ground, but we are going to do our sit to stand. So I want you to put your weight into your feet, squeeze your glutes, and stand up. Good. And then you're going to lead with your tail, look down, and plant your bum back down. Good. Okay. Take your time with this, okay? Go at your pace. And as you know, we have variation. So there's always this with the 2 feet. The next thing I'm going to offer you is a right leg forward a little bit and a left leg kicked back into a kind of a staggered stance. And then we push up so you're distributing the weight in the 2 feet. And then sit back down. And then switch your feet. Stand up again. Sit back down. Switch your feet. Stand up again. And sit. Good. Switch your feet. Switch your feet. Switch your feet. Okay, now feel free to stay with this alternation, or as you know, we're going to put the right foot down, straighten the leg out entirely. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a beautiful ballet, like just keep the foot off the ground. And we're gonna stand up, woo, and then try to sit with control-ish, and then switch legs. Stand up. You're probably gonna find one side is more natural than the other. Control it down. Excellent. Nice job. Stand up. Yeah. Back down. Switch your feet. And it's funny how, like, even though these are, probably a pound or something each, it really does kind of shift your center of gravity. Let's do one more on either side, guys, of whatever you're doing, either staggered or if you're doing the single. Yeah, really nice. All right, let's put those down. Take a break from the weights. Um, while we're here, I'm just gonna have you take an interlude with your feet nice and wide turned out. If you happen to be the owner of a fancy shiny ribbon, you are welcome to include that. We're going to otherwise take an imaginary fancy shiny ribbon And you're going to make a big arc up and back and look over your shoulder and allow yourself to go into a nice big twist, kind of pressure with the opposite hand. And then take your shiny sparkly ribbon up and across and find an X to kind of widen the shoulder blades. And then bring it up and over. Let's inhale as we twist. Open the ribs, look over the shoulder, and then exhale. Bring it across and widen the shoulder blades. And one more time. Up and look back. Pressure into the opposite knee. Breathing in, and then exhale. Broaden the shoulder blades and cross. Good. One big circle. And then other side. Here we go. Big circle up and over. Inhale, push into the opposite knee, twist and look over the shoulder. Bring it back. And make an X. So you're pulling the shoulder blades apart. And then up and back. Inhale. Feel that big, nice twist. Up and across, find the X. One more time. Up and back. Breathe in. And exhale. Cross the arms. Good. And another little shoulder roll. Fantastic. Let's stand up again. We're going to do a little bit more. First thing I'm going to have you do in standing is find a version of a plank. You may decide that this is actually just leaning against a wall for you today, or you can use the flat part of the chair with your hands on, or you can use the flat part of your chair with your elbows. Okay, whatever it is you're choosing is the one that's right for you. And we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take 2 big steps back in. Make sure you bring yourself up nice and strong. Okay, we're going to go again near the chair. We're going to work on the land and catch. So you can be by a wall or by the chair to grab you. Your outside leg is going to lift. Okay, and I want you to step into a lunge forward at 12 o'clock, basically, and then push back, and you're going to try to balance without touching the ground. And then we're going to go out to 9 o'clock, push up and balance, back to 6 o'clock. And now for most people, stepping kind of straight back with a bend can feel kind of bad. So if you'd like to do it with a little twist, that's fine. But you're going to push up and hold. Okay, so we're going forward to the outside, to the back. And I want you to go at your pace, whatever pace is challenging to you, but also feels successful, right? We're not here to do something that isn't great in our wheelhouse. Okay, so we're just challenging the body to come back from an unexpected landing and hold. Feel free to tap the foot at any point. We're going to go 2 times around again. Inside, good. And back. And then forward. And side. And then on this last one, when you come home, you're going to push that leg up into a bent knee. Can you reach the arms up? 6, 5, 4, 3. We're not done yet. 2, 1. It's time to be a plane. Ready? Here we go. We're going to open our wings. We're going to kick the leg back. We're going to try to fly. Fly, fly, fly. Here we go. We're going to glide. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good. All right. Feel free to reorient with your wall or whatever. Okay. And then let's take that little jog of the ankles for in between. All right. And here we are on this side. We're going, oh, nope, I lied. Sorry. Just kidding. We know what we need to do. We need to do another plank. Am I kidding? We have to have another plank in the middle. So find your planking place, either the wall or the chair, on your hands or on the forearms. Line it up. Here we go. And we're going to squeeze the glutes, reach the heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step one foot, the other one forward, stand up. Great. Alrighty. Now we're ready to go. So you're gonna, new foot, we're gonna land forward and then pick it up to the side, pick it up, rotate if needed to the back, pick it up, forward, pick it up, side, pick it up, good, back. Make sure you're giving yourself enough time in that middle to find your center of gravity. Good, we're gonna go 3 more. Here we go. One, forward, go at your pace. And again, yep. Keep working that challenge through your foot. The last one. Get ready when we end this last one. We're gonna do that little balance challenge again. After the back, here we go. Hold your knee up. Yep, when you're ready. And then can you add your arms for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna make an airplane. Open, 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 and reach that leg. Woo, it's harder on the side. And once you're there, can we hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back. Roll to the feet. All right, very nicely done. We, of course, have a third because we like to do it in threes. We're going to find our plank again, plank attack. Wherever you like your plank, get yourself in position. Nice long line from head to tail, and we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it up, step it up. Great. Okay, recollect your weighted objects. Do not do that. Okay. We are going to do front and lateral raises. Okay, so you can either hold it in a neutral or with the palms down. It really depends what feels good, but we're going to go forward and side. Good. And forward and side. And we're trying not to go above shoulder height here. I know it feels kind of light. I would rather that as you come up, you kind of try to find width in your shoulder blades rather than like swing really high. Because then we're just really getting into a lot of traps and we're not here for that so much. And if you're like me, make sure that your chin is not reaching forward because that is a natural place for me these days. Okay, now mixing things up, we're going to add an L. So one goes forward, one goes side, but you stay centered. And then L the other way. Very good. See how your body wants to shift side to side. Make sure you're staying equally weighted between your two sitting bones. Good. One more each side. Good. And then, of course, we're going to add our arms out into a T, and we're going to salt and pepper. We're going to salt, pepper, rotating from the head of the humerus, from the top of the arm bone, thinking about this S and the P of your two-sided salt and pepper shaker. Turn. I know it's like crazy how hard this is. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then you can bring that down. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of just mobility. So I want you to take your palm in towards your body and your thumb is up. And I want you to glide, thumb leading all the way to the ceiling, and then open the hand out and rotate back. Now you're probably going to want to turn and look at it. Palm comes back to you. So you rotate where you feel like you need it. Yep, just taking yourself through that whole range of rotation. Making sure it stays in something that feels comfortable. Good, and then we're going to go 3 times back. So start with your palm out and your thumb leading, and then rotate in. Good. Lead back, little swivel in the ribs. Bring it in. Good. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Your palms facing you. Your thumb is leading. Rotate the arm out. Look over the shoulder. Good. Palm is facing you up. Rotate out. Good. And then after you've done 3 times there, we're going to do backwards. So you're going to reach with the palm facing outwards and the thumb up. And then when you need to, rotate at the head of the arm bone. Add your twist. Look back. Rotate in. You'll probably feel a kind of a natural turning point. Good. And then I want you to reach your arms up. You don't have to turn in your chair. I just want you to be able to see me. You're going to reach your arms up to the sky. As you do, you're going to feel that your shoulder blades kind of glide up to the shoulder, to the ears. And then I want you to drop the shoulder blades down and pull your elbows into your waist. So I don't care so much what shape your arms are making right now. I just want you to have awareness of the natural glide of your shoulder blades, kind of up and out, right? They're kind of tipping up and out to come up, and then down and together to close that space. So we've been having a lot of bats by the pond here, eating a lot of bugs. So what I'm picturing right now are little bat wings. So whatever you're picturing, picture this nice glide and that beautiful mobility of the shoulder. Beautiful. All right. All right, let's go ahead into our mermaid position. We're going to kick one leg off to the side and you're going to put one knee, a thigh in the center. Make sure you have enough real estate on the other side for either your hand or your elbow. As you've actively pushed that foot into the floor, reach up and over and find the longest side body that you can. Breathe into it, widen the ribs. And then you're going to come up and gently counter that. And then again, up and over. Breathe in and find length. And then come back, counter stretch. And then on this last one, you're going to hold for a second. Find your reach first, and then explore what it's like to rotate your rib cage towards the floor. If that feels like a good thing, you can take that a little deeper before you finally bring it back to neutral and counter it. Good. Before we switch sides, come into your middle. Take the leg that was just out to the side and put the ankle on top of the opposite thigh. You have the option to hinge forward or pull the knee into your chest and rotate towards it. For a lot of people, that's more comfortable and also useful. So you can also alternate, but make sure you're getting some kind of a hip stretch here. Nice deep rotator muscles. Breathe into it. And then take that leg off, flex it, land it straight on the ground, take a breath in and use your exhale to glide down that leg and get a stretch up the back of the leg into the calf. Bring it in. Okay, other leg out to the side. Up and over for our mermaid on this side, pressing actively into the ground as you find nice length through the whole side body. Breathe in. And then use your exhale to come up and counter it. Number 2. Come up and counter it. Use your breath and take your time. You don't have to go exactly with me. When you get to your third one, you have the option here, after you've found all the length, adding a little rotation of the rib cage towards the floor, seeing if that's something useful for you. Bending your breath wherever it needs to go, and then back up. Okay, same thing on this side. The leg that was out to the outside, you're going to prop that up across the opposite thigh. Option to hinge forward or to grab on to the knee and turn towards it. or to do a little bit of both. Then you're going to take that same leg, flex at the ankle, straighten it out. Take a breath in, exhale, round down, and find a stretch across the back of the thigh and calf. And then walk yourself back up. And then find a seated position that is comfortable. Let your arms rest on your on your knees. And we're going to just take our shoulder rolls here. We're inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling down the back. And then I invite you to close your eyes if that feels safe and good. I also invite you to join me in a visualization of a magical waterfall where you are stood at the top on a flat rock with a bunch of special suitcases. You're going to reach down and pack up anything into those suitcases that you are carrying today that is weighing on your heart and mind and is not serving you. You're going to pack them up good and tight. Close the clasp, wrap your hands around the handles. As you inhale, pull and feel the weight of those things against your shoulders as you pull up. And then with your exhale, as you reach behind yourself, you're going to exhale, let go. All of it drops down into the magical mist of the waterfall below. And then with the emptiness and lightness that remains, you're going to inhale compassion, gratitude, appreciation for your amazing body. Exhale out the dregs of anything you don't want to take with you. Thank you for moving with me today.